would not determine the cause of past failures. Moron! This Bandicoot will be my general, and he will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time I shall reign triumphant. We are closer than ever before. Quickly! Into the vortex! Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do. Failure again. Capture him! Uh-oh. Prepare the female bandit.
Hello, this is Castle David, and welcome to my playthrough of Crash Bandicoot 1. And if some of you are wondering why I have the volume turned down so low on these videos, it's because this is when my game capture was still had sound-breaking audio. It wasn't updated all the way since it was short long ago. After I had to reset the computer and put this thing back on here. But I've been having to deal with too many of the sound breaking audio. I was like, I mean, it makes good quality, but I'm getting really pissed off at this audio. It keeps getting distorted, so I thought I may as well just try to look for a better capture card. I mean, I would have really accepted this raw scale game capture, but due to this audio distortion, it's just so annoying. So, and the reason why I'm saying it's because that today is actually my birthday. Today is July 27th, and today is my birthday. I turned 20 today, so, well, even though I started this playthrough about a month and a half ago. I just keep forgetting to commentate. Sorry about that. And see, the thing is, even though I turned 20 today, it's just that I don't really feel like I'm 20 yet. I just don't really feel like I'm 20 years old, and feel like I'm not even out of the teenage years yet. So that's why I'm probably thinking of trying to find a way to see if I get plenty of money so I can buy a capture, since I've actually seen Wicked Shrapnel's little game capture video thingy, and his game capture video, and since he said that he had uses capture for El Gato, and if he's using that thing, and if it doesn't have audio distortion and all that stuff, it has very great audio and good quality. I said I should go and get that. I just gotta save up my money. I mean, I really wish I would put these capture cards in stores. I would really love that. But I hope I'll get those capture cards soon. Well, anyway, what we do here in let me talk about the playthrough. And the playthrough is of Crash Bandicoot 1 is probably, I think, more harder than the other Crash Bandicoots. Because, of course, we just started off with the first level, Insanity Beach, and we got the we got the gem for this level, no problem. But the thing about the gem is getting the gems in these levels. Here's the thing: after you touch a checkpoint, you can't die. If you die after you touch a checkpoint, you have to do the level all over again. But if you die before you touch a checkpoint, you can try it again, or there's no need to basically restart the level, but there's no need to restart the level because you already did. You already go back to the beginning of the level, but yeah, like I said, if you touch a checkpoint and you die, you'd have to go back to the menu and come back into the level. But most of these levels will be unable to get the gems on here for now, because some of these majority of these levels actually require the gem pass in order to get the gem. Since this is the second level, Jungle Rollers. Did you see that green thing? That is the green gem path. We would have to get the green gem in order to access that path, because there are 3 boxes up there. There were 3 boxes up above the path, and I wasn't even going to bother putting a box counter on here. I didn't want to bother studying the levels and seeing how many boxes there are. But I mean, it would have been great to put a box counter in this game. since the box counter actually debuted in Crash Bandicoot Cortex Strikes Back. And so now we go into a bonus round, a Tana bonus round. Now that Bandicoot character that you saw in the beginning of in the little intro thing is Crash Bandicoot's girlfriend Tana, and this is the only game that she's ever made an appearance on. And some people, I mean, actually, me and my older brother, this is no joke. We actually thought Tana was actually Coco. I was like, well, that's mainly my older brother who thought that was Coco, but I knew that was this Bandicoot was someone else. I was like, how can that be Coco? Coco is like half her size. So Coco is a lot smaller than Tana, that's for sure. What was I thinking? So that was pretty gay for thinking that. But these levels are actually pretty easy to start off with. But of course we don't get the gem on here since that was a green gem path. So we will have to go back and get the green gem, and as you can see, missed 3 boxes. That's a funny little animation that they put on here. I mean, due to this little nasty bad side effect for getting gems, I'm not saying this game sucks. It's still good, but I don't think it was as good as it used to be back in the 90s. Because in the 90s it was a blast, but it just kind of dropped the. I mean, in my own little opinion, I think the fun rate just kind of went a little down. Went down a little bit, but otherwise it's still good. Still great. Still a great game. But now we are into level 3, the Great Gate. And we won't get the gem in this level also. I actually like doing this little stuff right here. If you have an Aku Aku mask, you mess with a lot of stuff. Like in Jungle Rollers, I was on top of those little rolling boulders. It's very funny. I mean, if you had Aku Aku, I think it was sort of like some of the stuff I did in Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back playthrough, where if I was invincible, I would, in levels of like digging in, behaving, I would get up on that little totem idol thingy, and just hear in 1,000 O's from Crash. But yeah, I just think that stuff's funny, and whenever you're invincible, you can actually make these little spike poles slow down a little bit. Now those guys right there with the shields are actually kind of stupid, because you have to jump on top of them in order for them to put their shield on their head. And we're into another Tana bonus round. But yeah, besides the new captor, El Gato, I also saw a pretty good live streaming capture that I may want to get if I ever do live streams. But I just don't think it's really necessary for me to do live streams, since I'm not really that popular yet. I mean, I hope popularity comes soon. I mean, because I often get subscribers, and maybe monthly or every couple months I get subscribers. I get new guys, new guys telling me that they like my stuff. And as you can see, they're a yellow gem pass right there, so we can't get to the other side yet. And you get the yellow gem really late in the game, so you're gonna see me get this gem in one of the last parts of this playthrough. Yeah, it sucks, I know. That's why it's sort of stupid that we had to skip a lot of gems at the first part of the game. So now we go into level 4, Boulders. Now, if you remember from Crash Bandicoot 2, like, let me see, Boulder Dash, Crash Crush, and Unbearable, these are the chase levels. But this one was these boulder chase levels, I think, in my opinion, are a bit harder. Because there are times if you try to do the whole level by just running, sometimes that boulder will get extremely close to you. But if you want to ensure that that boulder won't touch you, every time you're on land, you're going to want to spin as much as you can. Because in this game, spinning actually makes you go a bit farther. I mean, as you can see, spinning can make you go at a farther distance in this game. I mean, if you really care for your safety while running against these boulders, it's best that you spin. Keep spinning when you're in open places, or places where you have enough land. Excuse me. And I used to think that these levels really sucked because of how hard these can be, but since I discovered the spin trick, I just thought they're not hard anymore. I mean, because that really looks like that boulder is really behind my ass. It was about to squash my ass, so basically. But this is a level that we get our second gem on. Ta-da! I always liked this that little gem box thing animation. I always thought it was pretty good. Now we go into probably one of my favorite levels of the game, or one of my favorite level designs in this game. Level 5, Upstream. Now, if you remember from Crash Bandicoot 2 of Hang 8, Air Crash, and Plant Food, this is what they're based off of. I mean, in my opinion, I always thought this level was really good looking. I mean, very good textures of the water. I mean, but whenever you die, whenever you hit the water, it feels like that the crash actually went a lot deeper. But I mean, sure, there's like black at the bottom, but sometimes it just thinks that since you can see those. I mean, that was a little bit too close right there. I nearly died. But as you can see, the rocks down there, sort of. I mean, as you can see on the near the edge of the water, you can see the rocks. It just makes you think that that's the surface. And those are orange gem paths. This is the only game that had the orange gem in it. So of course this is yet another level that we don't get the gem in. And we get the orange gem late in the game also. But it's not as late as getting the yellow gem though. Because the color gems that you can get these are in order on how you can get them in. Green, let me see. Green, orange, blue, red, purple, and yellow. Yes, that's it. But since this game is there are 3 islands in this game. We're of course on the first island, and in order to get to different islands, we have to of course go through all these levels. It's sort of like warp room kind of things, but it's a lot of a bit different game setting. See, there are some more orange gem paths, so of course, like I said, we don't get the gem on here. Excuse me for yawning. It's already 2 o'clock here. 2 o'clock in the morning. So now we go into the first boss of the game, Papu Papu. Wake up, fatty. I really wish I was doing live streams of this. I think it would be a lot more funnier and a lot more exciting than me just commentating through all this. I can't believe I messed up on that. I just thought it's easier to hit him no problem if you just hit him in the back of the head. But basically, you could just wait and evade his little stick, and after he does the thrust. Yeah, Daffy Duck Robin Hood impression. After he slams his stick, that's when you can jump on his head, but you can jump on his head when he's spinning. So now we go into level 6, Rolling Stones. And of course, like it does in Crash Bandicoot 2 and some of the other Crash Bandicoot games, they make a couple levels of puns from stuff, or just from other popular things. Of course, Rolling Stones is obviously based off of the group The Rolling Stones. And there is a Brio head. This game also features Brio bonus rounds. I have no idea what the hell happened. I have no idea why I didn't stop in front of that boulder. I always found spinning those piranha plants into the TNTs and getting the Aku Aku mask was really funny. And there's another Brio head. Brio bonus rounds don't really give you anything, but I think they're mainly bonus rounds that give you a shitload of lives. If you can get through it, that is. There are also Cortex bonus rounds, and if you saw from those save or password menus after we got done with the bonus round, or if we got a gem, you would have noticed that there were two keys in there was a little key icon, spinning key icon, and there were two of them. That's what you get from Cortex bonus rounds, because little keys like that actually unlock levels that we can't go to by just going through every level. So now we go into the Tana bonus round. The keys actually unlock levels that you actually can't go to by just going through levels. And I think I always thought this bonus round was actually fun to do if you can chain the jumps into jumping all these boxes, because you can obviously hear how higher the noise the blocks will make. But that was an epic fail right there. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And now I guess I was just want to get done with the bonus round, and I was like, screw it, I already messed it up, so just thought I would just go ahead and get it over with. As you can see, that spinning key icon, those are the keys that you get from Cortex bonus rounds, but we won't deal with those until later. I mean, and this is yet another level that we don't get the level gem on, because if that was a blue gem path right there, I mean, sure, it would have been simple, like, why not just drop down? Well, it's actually not that simple, because if you drop down, you'll actually die. I know, it sucks. So now we go into the Brio bonus round. Our first Brio bonus round, that is. I always thought, I was like, I used to be really scared of that part because of all the TNTs right there. I was scared of this part too. And I realized I didn't have enough time to get that box, so I was like, screw it, and just save myself. But there are quite a couple lives, so that's it. After you get close to Brio, he'll explode himself into space, or explode himself, or do a magic trick that make Brio explode and make him disappear. Explode with his own potions. So now we're done with the Rolling Stones. Like I said, we would miss boxes, of course, since all the boxes were in just one silly little place that I'm sure Crash Bandicoot could have survived the drop. Pretty silly, if you know what I mean. So now we go into level 7, the last level of this part, for part 1, Hog Wild. And when I first saw this, I thought this was a very creative idea for Naughty Dog to come up with. And I'm sure this would already remind you of the polar levels in Cortex Strikes Back. And I used to remember having trouble getting through these kinds of levels back when I was younger, when I used to play this all the time. Because I would usually get killed by those guys right there, those little Indian monks with the shield. Because sometimes I would, whenever I try to get the boxes like that, sometimes I would try to, get to the other side too late, and I would end up running into that shield. And sometimes another time of dying was dead hogs on the rotating sticks. And for the guys with the shield, sometimes if I just stick to one side, even though, like this right there, I usually thought if I just stuck to the right, that guy, I would run into that guy. And there's another hog level in this game that where I would try to jump over it, but I don't jump over it at a very good height to clear the hog, so I end up getting killed whenever that I don't touch the hog. So yeah, bullshit. Yeah. All right, we're getting close to the end of the video, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this part, and I'll see you guys in part 2. As always, take it easy.